Hey creator, I'm Ian Corzine, your social media lawyer, and thank you so much for joining the live stream today. Today we're going to be talking about how to upload TikTok videos and music to YouTube without copyright problems. You know, I got this question from a number of viewers basically saying, listen, I've done really well on TikTok. I got a lot of followers. I got a lot of views. I'm really excited about it. But I'd love to translate that video to YouTube. I'd like to bring it to YouTube, maybe make some ad revenue, maybe get on suggested, maybe take some of the content that I spent so much time on and actually was successful with and bring it to a different platform. And so what I want to do today is answer that question, how to upload TikTok videos and music to YouTube without copyright problems. Because there's a lot of demand for it. You know, TikTok is absolutely blowing up these days. It is the main way to get an attention when it's an entertainment context. We're still working on business. We had a podcast today about that, about whether or not we can translate it to business or not. You can watch a little of that podcast if you go to my YouTube stories or my Instagram stories or my IGTV. I put a clip on that so you can check it out, what I did earlier today. But anyway, first I want to take a moment and say hello. We got Joseph Hilger on the line. Hey, what's up, Joseph? We also got Jasu Vigila. First, yes, you are first. You win the prize, huge prize, money prize. We'll talk about it at the end. And then also we have ZS Libby Studios. Hey, how are you? Before I get going on the subject matter, there's News Now California. All right. Thank you so much for telling everybody to smash the thumbs up. That really, really helps. And Royal Squad Rhea, it go. Yes, it go. All right. We also have Corey with ya, no E. You know, it's so funny. I want you guys at some point to put in the chat what your names mean, how you got them. Sometimes I'm trying to read them and I feel like an absolute fool. So you're saying Trump wants to ban TikTok though. Ooh, I want to talk about that too. That's not going to happen, I don't believe. Patty Broussard's there. How are you, Patty? Good to see you. And Grumpy Girl. Hey, what's up, Grumpy? I'm kind of grumpy lawyer, so I can really identify with that. Elizabeth Sampson's there. Hello, Elizabeth. And DJ Darshan is there. I did the French pronunciation. I hope you don't mind. The View Chaser. Yes. And 8YD Music and Grumpy Girl, Nell Photo, good to see you. And then we got BGM, no copyright music. Let me get to some of the comments here. Patty says, this is what I'd love to do. I have made one playlist with a group of my TikTok videos and I want to add more. I worked hard on them. That's exactly right. What I hear from the creators is they've worked so hard. They've gotten so many good views on TikTok and they want to bring it to YouTube, a monetized platform. Someday, I'm going to make a video about it. We're going to talk about why YouTube is the only monetized platform. And I know you'll tell me, Ian, Facebook pays sometimes its creators. And now you'll say, oh, Ian, Instagram now is paying their creators. Are you making any money from Instagram or Facebook right now? Let me know in the comment section, but I doubt you are. It's only for the higher ups, not for the small creators. And I don't mean small, you mean like size, but you know, less followers, less subscribers on YouTube, or I'm sorry, on Instagram and Facebook. Those people don't get paid. So anyway, let me just say hi again to, let's see, Diaries of a Disabled Mom. How are you, Diaries? And also we have DSLR Dave. Woo! I love Dave. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Kilius Vlogs, Royal Squad. Yes, love my vids. Alice is there. I don't know how you got the name Alice on for your YouTube channel. That's amazing. Just keep that name. Captain Jack's there. My Sea Scouts gave me my nickname before I became a licensed captain. Wow. I want to hear more about that. Licensed captain, I assume, of like boats. Where are you from? Tell me more about that. So listen, I do want to get to the subject matter because I know a lot of you have tuned in for that subject matter, and we're going to talk about how to upload your TikTok videos and music to YouTube without copyright. And let's get right into it. So really what you're going to be doing is you're going to be downloading your TikTok videos from TikTok. Number of ways to do that. I have not figured out exactly how to do it via desktop. And if you guys have any ideas, if there's an app out there I'm missing, or I don't know if it's Handbrake or one of those apps to actually take those down, I would love to hear about it. What I've been doing for my videos when I've had TikTok on either my live stream or my YouTube channel is I've just done a screen recording from my phone and then, you know, air dropped it to my desktop. You let me know if there's any better ways. But once you do that, Then you certainly could put together a compilation. I would recommend that. A lot of your videos on TikTok are short. YouTube, is probably has more attention to be able to do at least a minute or more on the platform. And then this is the key. And YouTube tells us the same thing. It used to be that YouTube would want you to kind of do some research before you started uploading your videos with copyrighted content on them to the platform. Now they just say, go ahead and upload it. And that's what I say. The very act of you uploading whatever is the copyrighted content is on your video is the means by which you can determine whether or not there is something that YouTube's going to have a problem with, or at least at the very beginning. So when you have your TikTok video and it's downloaded and you have it on your computer or your phone, upload it to YouTube unlisted. Upload it to YouTube unlisted. And that way, it'll take a little bit of time and YouTube will process it. And then it will spit out the results. Is it going to have a problem? Is the AI for YouTube going to have a problem with your copyrighted music or your copyrighted video? That's when you're going to know. So let me just say some highs here a little bit more. Let's see here. We have Pauline Newman. Hey, Pauline, thank you so much for joining us today. We also have, Coconut Pete. Love Coconut Pete. Sweet name. Chubby Gubby. Good to see you. Spyware. Interesting. Oh, that must be one of those apps that you use to download TikTok. I will check that out. Alice Good. All right, cool. So once you again have uploaded your TikTok video to YouTube unlisted, then you're going to see a $sign, and it's going to be a green $sign, it's going to be a yellow $sign, or it's going to be a red $sign. And with that, you'll be able to tell whether or not it's permissible. If it's a green $sign, then YouTube is telling you at that point in time, and by the way, they make no guarantees. You certainly can get hammered later on in time by uploading copyrighted content to YouTube. However, they're saying at that time, it's permissible to have those videos or that video on YouTube. If you see the yellow, it's going to be a copyright claim. We've talked about it before. You guys know, you guys are not afraid of copyright claims, but what you are annoyed by is not making money, because with a copyright claim, the person who owns some of the copyrighted content in your video, no matter how small, 1 second, a flash on the screen, they get all your revenue. So if one of your purposes was to upload your TikTok video to YouTube so that you can make some money, well, you just lost it if you get a copyright claim. So we can talk about what to do next in a few moments after that. But then if you got a red $sign, or if you got some other notice from YouTube, that is a no-no. It's not going to ever be monetized, and you're maybe in jeopardy for a copyright strike, which you absolutely don't want. Let me make sure that I'm attending the comments here, because I don't want to, you guys are most important. The View Chaser asks, can I upload instrumental music to my channel if my channel is not monetized? The answer to the question is very similar to the answer to the question with the TikTok video, and that is yes, you can do that. But whether or not you're monetized or not monetized makes no difference for YouTube. They will still register ineligible or eligible for monetization on the video. So you'll still know whether or not that is, and you'll still get notice if there's a copyright claim or a copyright strike. So monetization doesn't really matter. It's really whether or not you are using copyrighted content in your YouTube video. Now, it's important to understand, I didn't go into this in detail in the beginning, but copyright law or rules on YouTube are different than TikTok copyright rules. I just spent some time, actually I'm doing a kind of a guide it's called YouTube in 2 for YouTube. It's basically I put all the essential rules of YouTube in 2 minutes, in a 2-minute read. You can get that. I believe it's on my website. I certainly will drop a link in the description section below. It's really cool, a really handy little pamphlet. Just goes through the essential rules for YouTube in 2 minutes. And then I've also done one for TikTok, a TikTok in 2, and that's the essential rules of TikTok. What's funny is a lot of the rules are the same, but a lot of them are different. And you would be so surprised. YouTube does a really good job of giving us a break. We actually can use copyrighted content in our videos. And if we do it wrong, we violate the law, then YouTube says, oh no, I'm sorry, we're going to give you a strike. And we're going to give you 3 strikes. You can get 3 community strikes, guideline strikes, and 3 copyright strikes before you're off the platform. So they give you a lot of chances. TikTok does not. It's so surprising, because if you watch TikTok, like maybe a majority of the content has copyrighted material in it, but they are very strict in their rules and their terms of service. They say they do not sanction copyright infringement in any form, and they have the right for any or no reason to take you off the platform. There's no three-strike system. And again, you can find out more about that by using my YouTube in 2 guide or my TikTok in 2 guide, which, by the way, are free. I will put a link in the description section below for you to be able to download those and use them. And that way you can compare and understand, the YouTube rules in a real short period of time or the TikTok rules in a real short period of time. But one of the things to understand about YouTube and the differences between YouTube and TikTok is that TikTok, of course, it is the subsequent company from Musical.ly, and Musical.ly had a lot of licenses to copyrighted songs, and that's one of the main reasons why you see all these really famous Lady Gaga, Drake, Beyonce songs on TikTok. That's because they have a license for that material, and you're free to use it on TikTok. But just because you can use it on TikTok does not mean at all that you have a license to use it on YouTube. They are completely separate. So that's one of the things that gets confusing. Sometimes say, okay, hey, it's legal for me to put this Dr. Dre song or Eminem song on TikTok. So if it's legal there and it's permissible there, I'll just put it on YouTube. That's where you get into problems. So let me just move on and let's see, what are we doing here? I want to say hi, drink, smoke, build. I like that. That's what in that order, I'm sure. Good to see you. Corey with you. Good to see you. We got Offsaw 430. Hi, how are you, Offsaw? Jelly Duck is here. Woo, JD. Thank you so much for joining us. Beverly's here. And then it says, she said, I tried uploading TikToks and it deleted it because of copyright. I am so sorry. That is true. And I think I wanted to just kind of go back to what I said. TikTok is very stringent about their policies for copyright. So if you did try uploading your TikToks and they got deleted on YouTube, or on YouTube. Well, actually, I should have said YouTube is very stringent. Then that's possible. I'd love to hear more about that. How did it automatically get deleted, or did you get a strike, or how did that work? And yes, Pauline, thank you so much for more information and getting my free guides, and also do a little quiz that I have on my website. Go to iancorzine.com, IANCORZINE.com, and that way you can get my guides. It's all free. You can set up a consult. That actually you have to pay for, but you can do that, or you can do some legal templates too to help you with your business. Let's see. Patty Broussard says, I look forward to hearing your thoughts on the supposed ban. I know. I can't wait to talk to you about that too. Let's see. Maddie Corzine. Hi, Maddie. Good to see you. And then let's see. That's good. So, again, like I was talking to you about the differences between, YouTube and TikTok rules, one of the differences too, and again, I guess I'm going to make a video about this, is about harassment. One of the things that's really interesting about YouTube is they actually allow harassment online. It's so weird. If you go to the terms of service, you go to the community guidelines, you review that, they allow harassment so long as the figure is public and you're not making fun of someone who's under the age of 18 years old. And then you can also do mock harassment, and like, you're doing some sort of skit or something like that. They allow that. TikTok does not. They have a no tolerance policy for harassment on the platform. So sometimes you see those pranks that are on TikTok that maybe go a little bit too far. Well, those are technically illegal under the terms of service for TikTok. So there's a lot of interesting differences between the two different platforms, and I highlight those for you in my guides, which are free. Again, it's YouTube in 2 and TikTok in 2. I'll put a link to those different guides that are free in the description section. Go ahead and click on that because I think it's really worthwhile for you to understand the differences, that especially if you're planning on uploading TikTok content to YouTube. So let's see here. Let's see. I'm going to make sure that I'm attending here. Craw Pods, how are you? Prods, how are you? And Joel and Smith is here. If I have only one video out of 100 with copyright claim and it's not monetized, can that be enough from me to go? Oh, basically what you're saying is you got one copyright claim out of 100 videos. By the way, congratulations, Joel. That's freaking amazing. Most people have multiple copyright claims by then, especially if they're using copyrighted content. Hey, Exploring Israel, good to see you again. Yes, you can. The answer is yes, you can get monetized, especially if you get your 4,000 hours and your 1,000 subscribers. That hasn't changed. I was looking at YouTube and there was some videos about monetization policies on YouTube have changed. Well, they have. You can now do mid-roll ads at 8-minute videos or longer, but not, the requirements to get monetized haven't changed to my knowledge. So yes, you can. I would tell you this. When I got monetized, I made my channel as squeaky clean as possible. And I'll tell you, I had a copyright claim. There's no question about it. I deleted the video. I did it because I just wanted YouTube to look at my channel and basically say, this guy is completely squeaky clean, no claims, no strikes, no problems. And then that way you move into the monetization with a clean slate. So unless that video that got the copyright claim is just blown up, thousands of views, hundreds of views, whatever it is, then I would think about deleting it. I mean, here's what you could do. If you really thought the content was worthwhile, you could delete it, change whatever was the offending copyrighted content, and then re-upload it. You could always do that. You could always go into the video editor on YouTube itself and mute the music if it's music, or blank out the scene if it's video. You could do that. Sometimes it changes the continuity of the video and it doesn't get as much watch time, but you could do that. But I would say, unless you're just getting so many views off that video, you don't want to touch it, I would be tempted to delete the video, no more copyright claim, re-upload it with the offending content out, and then really present your application, so to speak, for YouTube with a clean slate. That would be my recommendation. Let's see here. Diaries of a Disabled Mom. I have 4, I think, and they just got claims and are still up. I don't make money from the YouTube, so it didn't bother me. Laugh out loud. It was just annoying that it was under royalty free and non-copyright. That's annoying. That is annoying. Yeah, as I said, copyright claims, don't mean anything technically, and you could totally get monetized even if you had copyright claims. But again, a good friend of mine gave me advice way back when, and you said, do what YouTube wants you to do. So when you're presenting them, you're saying, listen, I would like to be paid by you. I would like you to start paying me and maybe be my boss. Then do what they like. And I think what they probably like the most is a channel with no claims, no strikes, of course, no problems with their content. I think those go to the front of the line. I'm just speculating, but that's what I would gather. Rooster and the Hen. How are you, Rooster? Your videos have helped a ton, but how can I leverage more of personal answer to concerns about a demonetized video? I'm not exactly sure what you're saying, except for this. If you need to talk to me in person or one of my team members, one of my lawyers for your social media lawyer, just go to iancorzine.com, go in the upper right-hand corner, click on consult, and you'll get on my calendar. And obviously I have a fee to be able to do my consults. That's how I manage this channel and pay for this light that's shining down on me. But I'd love to talk to you. What's great about consults, and someday I will get someone's agreement to actually, I'll record the consult and I'll put it as a video, or maybe we'll do it as a live or something. But it's always sensitive information. I represent some of the largest creators, and they're very hesitant to start talking about money and all these little secrets that they have about YouTube and how they, how they're able to do this certain thumbnail and get attraction. So that stuff is all attorney-client stuff. And so someday I'll show you how it works. But yeah, if you ever want to get on my calendar, iancorzine.com, go to hit one-on-one consult in the website, and you can get on my calendar. Let's see. Please come, friends. Let's see. What else? Show. Oh yeah. Pauline also mentions I have templates. I forgot to mention too, a good example is you want to do a giveaway, right? You want to gain some subscribers, gain some popularity with your channel. Giveaways are a great way to do it. You got to do it right. And the best way to do it is to make sure whatever your giveaway is directly related to your type of channel. So, I mean, I guess if it was my channel, I would not give away a camera. I did a giveaway way back when, and that was when I was doing videos concerning video game copyright. And I think I gave away an Xbox or a PS4. I don't know which one it was. But I did that giveaway because it was directly related to my content, and that was video game content concerning copyright and licensing and things like that. So if you do that, you need to follow the government rules. And what I've done for you is I provided you for free. If you go to my giveaway video, which I made, or 5 videos ago. I can certainly put a link to in the description section. You'll get a free mini rules that you would include in your post. And then you also can go to my website, and there I have a legal document template. It is the official rules that I drafted personally that comply with FTC law, comply with unified law across the country. And they talk about disclosures, and it's a very easy kind of form. What ends up happening is you make the purchase, you fill out the form, and then it pops out through your email a completed, fully drafted official rules form that you can use for your giveaways, and you can edit it. You can change it. If you do a lot of giveaways, you can keep on using the form. And I think I'm offering it now for $39. So it's pretty cheap for a lawyer drafted official rules. But that's one example of some of the legal templates I have on my website. I'm in the process of revamping them. So at some point, if you want to start your YouTube LLC, I have those kind of documents. If you want to do, a collab and you want to make sure that all the copyrights and all the permissions are secured, I have a collaboration agreement. So those are also on the website for you to check out. Darren Knobs, how are you, Mr. Knobs? Matthew, how are you? And Beverly, okay, Matthew, it says, hi, Ian, I got a warning for scams and deceptive, I hate that one. God, it was the community guidelines thing. On a video that didn't live stream properly, it ended up being 5 seconds. That is probably the record for the shortest live stream. I hope you got a lot of views on that. I made it private and uploaded a copy from Facebook. Should I dispute it? Well, so you got a warning. That's interesting to me. I would love to look at the content and see what possibly could have provoked that. It's AI. We've talked about this before in our lives. Right now, YouTube is really having a hard time. Majority of their employees are at home or are fired. You don't hear about that. It's kind of behind the scenes information. So most of the decisions concerning content right now are being made by AI. So I'm sure that was an AI problem. If it's a warning, then I don't know that you need to dispute it. I think the times that you need to dispute it are when there's an actual claim at stake. I just recently made a video that, I don't know that it was a big hit. It was all about classic movies and whether or not they should be banned because they may include racist, insensitive scenes. I think it was my last video, and I got a copyright claim on it, and I immediately disputed it. And the reason for that was that I was clearly using the principles of fair use. I've made a number of videos on fair use. It basically allows you to use copyrighted content without permission from the original copyright holder if you're using it for certain purposes. And in my case, it was definitely commentary. I was taking certain scenes that had racial overtones to it, and then making comments about, is this worthy then for this video or this movie to be banned? So in those situations, I would contest it. If you're getting mere warnings, which I'm not exactly sure how you got it, if you got it as an email or whatever, and there's no claim and it doesn't affect your channel, there are no flags, then maybe not. It may have just been a freaky thing that happened to your channel, and I don't think it's worth it. Let's see. Who do we got here? We got more questions here. Let's see. Beverly, I deleted it because it has a copyright claim, but I like to upload it again because I saw people doing it on YouTube. Yeah, I agree. Unless it's getting you tons, thousands, millions, of views, delete it and re-upload. That's my advice. All right. So let's talk more about copyright on TikTok. Oh, you know what? I know I want to talk more about that, but I also want to get to, because we're like 7 minutes. I tell you, this goes by so freaking fast. So what is my opinion concerning whether or not TikTok is going to be banned? Well, I have a unique opinion. That's because I just finished today a video all about the new national security law that China imposed on Hong Kong as of July 1st, 2020. And actually, I think it was in effect on June 30th. But so I have a unique perspective here because I really see some danger from China attempting to pass a law that affects the globe. I mean, if you look at the new provisions, there's 66 articles. It purports to govern the conduct of not only Hong Kong residents, not only Chinese citizens, but everybody in the world. There was a joke by one of those scholars who was saying that now 8 billion people have to read this new law. Of course, it doesn't apply. It's going to be super hard to enforce. But it does worry me, of course, that again, it's not really clear, but that China has control over the corporation that TikTok is owned by. They certainly, in the newspapers, I've been reading it, they're saying, no, TikTok is completely independent. They're making a move now to actually have the main headquarters for TikTok to come, I think, to San Francisco, or at least somewhere in America. They're trying to do everything they can to separate that. I just saw a quick headline, and you guys know better than I do, that Amazon now is forbidding their employees from having TikTok on their phones. So there is a legit concern. And when big corporations, people way smarter than I, start telling people to take TikTok off your phone, I do take it with some, I do honor it a little bit. I go, what's going on here? I don't think ultimately at the end of the day, TikTok is going to be banned. I don't know how it would really happen. I don't know if ISPs would get noticed that they're no longer allowed to stream TikTok. And then you guys are geniuses out there. You guys are creators, and all the apps, how to download TikTok videos. And then here's the other thing. There's going to be some people across the world that are going to be able to have access to TikTok, and they're just going to put it on YouTube. So we're still going to watch it. But there's VPNs. I mean, there's so many different things. So I don't know how President Trump or the Attorney General, the Department of Justice is going to push a button and say, no more TikTok for Americans, no more TikTok for Canadians and Australians or the West, Europe at all. So I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it's a lot of talk at this point in time. I do think it's a concern, but I also think that it's a concern across the board for all social media platforms about giving out your information. In Hong Kong, and I don't want to go too long on this because I know we're talking about how to upload TikTok videos to your YouTube account, but I know that in Hong Kong, a lot of younger kids or people are spending their days scrubbing their digital footprint from the internet. They are very concerned about this new law. They're very concerned that their information is going to be reviewed, and they are going to be found liable and or convicted of crimes there. And I don't want to preview my video too much, but I don't know if you've seen the penalties for this violation of this new law. But I got to tell you one thing: max is life in prison. So you're out there and you violate this law, you incite hatred against China, and max sentence is life imprisonment. Eesh. So anyway, it says TikTok is actually made from China. Yes, Jelly Duck, you're exactly right. That's the company that makes it. Yes. Let's just see if I got anything else that I'm missing here from the comments. Let's just see here. Diaries of Disabled Mom. Oh, this is an older comment. It says, I use non-copyright music and later they changed their mind, put a claim for a few vids. Okay, I get that one. All right, good. So I think I'm up to date. So yeah, so I don't think TikTok is going to be banned, and I think that if they attempted to ban TikTok, it would blow up even more. I mean, it would be like the underground thing. So I think it would be very counterproductive to do. We'll see. I've been wrong before, but just be careful. Just be careful out there with your address information, with any personal information on TikTok. But again, that advice really goes to any social media platform or any on the internet. There's a lot of risk there. So Patty's saying, so it is not illegal to use a VPN to go around geographical regions. I have people telling me to do that, and I'm not at all comfortable with that. Patty, I'm in the same boat. I have a bunch of creator friends who are VPN masters. I mean, I swear to God, whether it be watching the Dodger game, because we're from LA, without paying for the subscription to the cable provider, and going through a VPN to do it, whether it be downloading stuff through a VPN. I don't personally do it. I did one time get a VPN because I was concerned about security, but I do use mostly Apple products, and I know I can't be sure about that. But with the firewall and the virus protection, I've been, I'm knocking on wood, so far fine. But yeah, I think it's okay. To be honest, I just haven't gone there because it's another step. But a lot of people are having a lot of success with VPNs. And just, again, one little brick to be able to keep your account secret for just a little bit longer. So, I think it's the thing to do. There's also a lot of apps out there that help you manage your social media presence. There's Delete Me, which is a service you can pay, and they'll go through and find every mention of you and delete. They'll offer you these mentions, and then you'll be able to delete them if you like them. I think there's, unlistme.com or unlist.me. That's where you can get a whole, it'll show every mailing list that you've subscribed to over time. And then you're able to go to those individual sites and then, delist and unsubscribe. So, there's a lot of different abilities for you to control your presence on the internet. And so that's what you should do. Just be aware of it. And so that goes along kind of what we're talking about as far as the title of this video, how to upload TikTok videos and music to your YouTube channel without copyright problems. The keys are making sure that you properly download. I would be aware of the copyrighted content on the actual video. I mean, I wouldn't go crazy. If you're just going to do some, Katy Perry music or just some very popular artist, you have to know you're going to get a claim from YouTube. I don't care how short the mention is. Or very popular video, Hamilton or something, and you're just going to get a claim. And then it's so funny to say this, but then to go ahead and upload. Upload as unlisted and see what the results are. One thing I want to tell you before we go, because we're a little bit over time right now, and that is, just because you got a good grade, you got a green $ or yellow $ with a copyright claim, when you uploaded TikTok videos to YouTube, doesn't mean that's forever. There's plenty of stories, and I have creator clients that come to me all the time that now are million subscriber creators. And they started out, in 2016, and they made a couple videos, and they included a couple shots from famous TV shows or whatever. And 4 years later, they have a claim that brings a copyright strike to their channel, and they're facing consequences. Maybe there's some sort of limitation on their live streaming. Maybe there's worry that they made multiple videos about this particular subject and they got one copyright claim on one video, and they're like, okay, am I just waiting for the next strike? 3 strikes and they're out. They're making thousands of dollars on views, and now they're worried that a video they made back in 2016 can get you a copyright strike and get you out of business. So really, what's really important in that situation is that while you can trust that maybe at the time that you upload the video, you're not going to get a claim or potentially not going to get a strike, it doesn't mean forever. So one of the things I would encourage you to do over time is that if you have some serious concerns about copyrighted content, you always could come to me, go to iancorzine.com, set up an online consult, and we could do a channel review where I could go through your material that you think is potentially dangerous. I could do a review and give you some, thoughts and from experience and wisdom in this area about what you should do to be able to cut the content out. Maybe it's the content's okay. Maybe it's a clear example of fair use under the law that then exists. And then that might be a good way for you to be able to feel a little bit more comfortable and get some sleep at night, is to do a consult with myself or a team member. It's different price depending upon which one you schedule, but I'd be happy to help out at any time. Exploring Israel says there's also apps simulators for free. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I have some TikToks to upload. Yes, Genelin. I love your name, Genelin. That's an awesome name. And let's see. And then Patty says, I love creating for TikTok. Well, Patty, why don't you drop a link if you can, because we'd love to see you on TikTok, or at least whatever your handle is for TikTok. We'd love to follow you. Guys, it's getting time to go because it's 3:33, and I always say I respect your time. You have only so much time in the day, and I'm so happy that you were able to spend it with me. Again, for those guides, TikTok in 2 and YouTube in 2. I'm going to drop a link in the description section. I'm also going to be, what I'll do, I think I'll put it also on my community tab. Otherwise, you can always go to iancorzine.com and you can download those guides. I think they're important for you. I think it'll help you distinguish between the rules for YouTube and the rules for TikTok, and it'll help you be a successful TikTok and YouTube creator. So anyway, that's my goal, to help you guys understand the law, and I want to protect your artistic freedom. We need to keep our airways clear, and we're able to express ourselves fully. And that's my goal, to help you do that and to raise up any causes that do that. So I'm really happy. All right, guys, Jelly Duck, later. Good to see you. I will see you next Friday. I'm so excited to see you. And also, we have a video coming out on Tuesday. It's about the Karen Act. Don't be a Karen.